Hi Virgo, this is your love and relationship reading. I'm sensing a lot of very disciplined, decisive and stern energy around your love and relationship sphere right now. King and Queen of Swords. It could be an air sign that you're dealing with at the minute, Libra, Gemini or Aquarius. It doesn't have to be, but it seems like you're putting down an awful lot of boundaries around something to do with your relationships. Queen of Swords is like our Queen of Boundaries here, and coupled here together with the Nine of Wands, and we will look at these cards together and pull more to clarify, to go even deeper on these love and relationship messages. But I almost feel like all of these wands here around this person in the card, it's like it's a wall of a boundary, right? So you're being very stern, and maybe you're like abstaining from dating, or like you're just kind of saying like you need some time alone. You feel like something is wrapping up soon in a huge way, and you're reaching some sort of a turning point in your relationship, Virgo. Something seems like it may be wrapping up soon or reaching a culmination phase. A part of you thinks or hopes, or the other person at least is giving you the inclination that they're moving on or something is changing. But a part of you then, I see, and we'll have to go deeper to clarify this, the Devil card is how we're ending this reading, almost being pulled back in like the person in this card. So you think something is wrapping up or reaching a turning point, but then as the story unfolds, it looks like something is here to grab you again, or you feel like you haven't kind of broken free from something. I think the person you've been dealing with has been maybe back and forth, like even like not even threatening you, or like, but just making you feel like, you know, that they're kind of pulling out a little bit, or like they're changing their tune, and they're kind of even saying like not really opening up emotionally with you. And it seems like they've been confused for a while, or the Seven of Cups has led to the Eight of Cups. And Virgo, my seat, if you hear it squeaking, that is my seat. But the Seven of Cups has left and led us to the Eight of Cups here. And I'm kind of sensing like there was a lot of confusion around your relationship with this person for a while, and that could have been why you've needed to put down some boundaries, or like just say like be clear about what it is that you expect. You've kind of like made some mistakes in the past, Two of Wands in reverse, that have lingered into this current relationship, where you've maybe hesitated before perhaps about laying down boundaries that have been necessary. This time it looks like you've acted on it. The Tower is here too. We've a lot to unpack when we clear these cards up and look at them together. But the Tower is telling me that something is shifting at the moment unexpectedly in terms of your relationships. Your romantic relationship at this time, something's changing in a bigger way. There might have been something where you have felt like things are falling apart, or things are like, I don't know, breaking down even. Okay, I think we should, without going any further, see what's going on as we clear up these cards, Virgo. You think that you have kind of laid down the final straw on something and closed a final chapter on something. And that's how you anticipate it going. There is some sort of a person you feel like is coming up against you in terms of relationships. Now, this doesn't have to be the person that you've been dealing with. You may have been dealing with an air sign, like I said, or even I have a fire sign coming through here too. But regardless of whoever the sign of this person is, you've been dealing with somebody either that's like you have to watch your back around, you can't fully let your guard down around, or else you are definitely noticing like opponents coming up against you in this relationship. Like people against it, people opposing it, haters, I don't know, something like that is coming up, Virgo. Something suddenly has changed, and like maybe it has like been an event that has kind of made you like lack trust or something like that. But yeah, something has definitely changed suddenly. It could have been like the direction that you felt this relationship was going, and it might have been the person that you've been dealing with who has caught you by surprise somewhat. And we're going to clear up these cards now in just a moment as well. Yeah, something I feel like could have actually gotten pretty ugly in your past. And I don't necessarily think this is related to this relationship we're talking about, but this seems like it's something from your past that at one stage could have even gotten pretty ugly. It might have been a toxic relationship, or you might have just been involved with something that almost verged upon like violent, or like even like something that was physically abusive, as well as perhaps like psychologically abusive too. And it's like you hope that that never happens again, and maybe some of you are starting to see some sort of a theme like that play out in your current relationship, or the relationship that this might be applying to. The person that has been back and forth with you and like quite confusing to say the least, and like you know, playing you kind of like, you know, seems like a bit of like this person looks like a fuckboy actually in the middle of this reading. Look, like are they for real? Like they kind of look like they're all dressed up in some sort of like godly attire, like spinning a load of yarn, like a load of yarns or a load of crap. Like it seems like they're full of crap, they're full of like tall tales, like disillusionment is this theme of the Seven of Cups, like, or being caught in an illusion of something. So like they might have, like, you might be seeing them through rose-colored glasses. The devil energy near that card, yeah, like for sure this is that toxic drawing you back in energy of like somebody that you know isn't really good for you, but in the moment it sort of satisfies a certain itch that you feel maybe only they can scratch, Virgo. Let's have a look and pull more cards. So we'll go quickly card by card and just find out a deeper message from them. So we'll look at the Queen of Swords. What else have we got for Virgo from the Queen of Swords? This looks like it could even be a truth bomb. Has there anything been exposed recently, Virgo? Are you seeing the truth of something? This is the Queen of Cups. Okay, both kind of can be discreet queens. Queen of Cups might be kind of saying like, okay, have you heard about something, Virgo, that you want to keep under wraps? Have you heard a truth bomb around your relationship, or something that's going to affect your relationship that you're like, let me just be discreet about this and kind of not say too much, not really express anything too much. It's like you want to put a boundary there, but you don't want to have to announce that. You just want that to be sort of felt, like that this person or these people need to keep their opinions out of your relationship or just stay away from you. You might really feel the need to be like, right now I need you to stay away from me, the person that you're dealing with, or like somebody's trying to come back into your life that you need to say like, no, like this firm boundary there, like you need to stay away even. But there might have been some truth revealed that you're not ready to fully share or even like process emotionally yet. You're like, I don't really know how this makes me feel quite yet. So you're taking your time working through your feelings about some information that's been made aware, that you've been made aware of rather. Let's look at the Nine of Wands. Okay. I get this kind of uneasiness basically, Virgo. The energy of this reading is kind of uneasy so far. Nine of Wands is like, I can't let my guard down at all. Why is that? Wow, okay. Seven of Pentacles. Look how uneasy this person looks. They look sick. They're worried, so worried about how they're going to, basically, will this ever work for me? Like, so they're uneasy about the outcome of their future and all the effort that they've made. They're like, will it ever amount to what I want it to? And it's interesting, at the bottom of the deck here, Virgo, we've got the Three of Swords. So this is about a painful truth being revealed. This is the truth that I was talking about, this truth bomb that came through in the Queen of Swords, but you are not really ready to process it yet. The Three of Swords is the kind of beginning of that processing. Look, the truth has been revealed and it has been quite heartbreaking to you. It's like sorrowful, this energy. Yeah, this looks sad to me. A punctured heart, a damsel in distress, a kind of demonic sort of force dragging you down into despair. And some of you are holding out for a hero still right now, perhaps, Virgo, or this person to come back and like make everything better. I don't know. It just doesn't, it's very uneasy to me, this reading so far. But yeah, there's somebody that you don't really feel like you can let your guard down around, and that's probably because they might have betrayed you. Right now they might be betraying you, you feel like, and that's what that Three of Swords is coming through. Oh well, we should look at the Tower moment then, because that can be a huge revelation, a sudden change, something falls apart even. It's a big reading for your love and relationships, Virgo. Right after this, I'm going to actually record for your forecast for October and beyond. So that was going to be uploaded right after this, Virgo. So now would be a great time to even subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss that. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, and remember these are general readings, it's not going to apply to all, but for some, yes, look, the foundations of the Four of Pentacles and like all your carefully laid plans that you had made with this person. For some, Virgo, this is now beginning to unravel, even fall apart for you. And this is kind of crazy because this was such a strong union. And if that's happening, you're like, how on earth could this be happening at this time? We were so strong. But yeah, overall, I believe that you've had a feeling of uneasiness growing for a while now. Let's look at the subconscious part of this reading with the Two of Wands in reverse, which is going to talk about like what is in your subconscious wounding or trauma that you may not know about. You may know about it some, but it's affecting this relationship or this current situation you're dealing with. And it's the Ten of Swords, a very final, defeating card, talking about something that's over and done, and you feel the closure, but you know it's you just have such a sense that that's done. So something from the past, something that's just totally dead and buried now. Some element of that is kind of creeping up for you again, and it seems like, Virgo, you just feel like something from the past is totally unfair even, or I even get the sense like you're back and forth about, why did I give so much of my energy to that person? Like, why did I waste so much time? I gave them an awful lot is what I'm seeing. And you seemed like a part of your subconscious wounding here is like the crushing kind of defeat of it all, that you gave so much. Yeah, you seemed hesitant about really taking a plunge with this person. Two of Wands in reverse is more hesitant on that decision of which one to go with, but that you maybe still beat yourself up like, oh, I should have given it more, but I don't know, Virgo. That's in the past anyway, but we're going to continue looking towards. Let's clear up one more element from the past before moving towards the future. But for some reason, this is like making me think the Seven of Cups, that somebody was giving you mixed messages. Queen of Coins in reverse. It could have been a Capricorn or another earth sign that you were dealing with, like a Virgo or Taurus. But yeah, they were kind of keeping you in an emotional trap or bind. Like, interesting, we have Capricorn energy with the Queen of Cups and the Devil card, and even like in this corner, this is like a kind of like more of a devilish character, right? And we don't really fully see the devil's full appearance here. It could be something like this. He has black hands perhaps in this imagery, and also like a black tongue. I don't know, it's interesting. I haven't really looked at that before, but something's sucking you back in. Games that were played have been played. There's been some emotional game playing going on here, and even just mind games. It's not even discreet really at this point, Virgo. You can see quite clearly that they're messing with you. It looks like you're leaving that in the past, and now it seems like, okay, you recognize that there have been just outright like whiling games been played. It's not even discreet. As you said, you're trying to keep it discreet to other people, Queen of Cups. Maybe you're like, I'm not going to tell people about this, but it's so obvious to you what's happening. So now you're like, right, I'm ready to draw a line, and we'll look at the World card. So it looks like over the next few weeks with this, maybe a couple of months, you're kind of saying that you're finished with this, you're done, and we're closing the door there on some sort of a behavior or some sort of a, I don't know, pattern in this relationship. The World, let's clear it up. And that looks all well and good so far. The Sun, absolutely. You actually start to feel so much lighter, so much happier. You're having fun. You might even be dating other people soon. Like, you might even be getting yourself out there, aligning with people that make you feel more like in touch with yourself, the real you, seeing you for the real you, not having to like dim your sun at all for anybody. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Oh wow, the Six of Pentacles. Oh wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Ah, this is gorgeous. And the Lovers. I feel like if you're looking for dating or looking just to inject some more fun into your relationship, the next few weeks to months looks like this is a great time to do it. Earlier I talked about some sort of an unfairness. Like, this is a fair distribution of effort and energy. I felt that at some stage, that was it in here? I can't remember where I thought that you had kind of, oh yeah, you had thought that at one stage you're beating yourself up because you put too much effort. And look, this person has given a lot, and you had given a lot. But judgment now is coming up with the karmic calling with this Six of Pentacles. Very energetic exchange, fairness, what goes around comes around. With judgment, what goes around comes around, and the Wheel of Fortune, what goes up must come down. So you are bound to align eventually with the soulmate of the Lover's card, Virgo. But you do have to, I guess, be aware that let's not fall into the trap of giving too much to people that don't deserve it, Virgo. So that we can just open up for the timing to kind of the timing to align. Well, we got to stay aligned, basically, Virgo, so that, like, you know, opportunities that come up, they come up with the right kind of a person. Okay, so the King of Swords. Oh, let's see, the Emperor coming out with that. This is such strong, disciplined energy. It seems like you are happy to wait or like put boundaries down until until the behavior is good enough from your person, or if you're single, until you reach a person that, like, it just kind of delivers all of the things that you want and all the things that you've been manifesting. Like, it seems like you're willing to be very, very strict with yourself. You might be being a little strict with your partner at the moment, Virgo. That could be something that's coming up, like, where you feel like maybe even domineering could be coming through. There is, like, I don't know, some sort of an energy between you and your person at the moment, is there, where there's like quite a power struggle at the moment. Right now, the sign Mercury, your planetary ruler, Virgo, is in retrograde. So Mercury is retrograde right now, and it's actually squaring Pluto, the planet of like obsession and compulsion and jealousy and power, madness, all of those things. And I don't know, right now that might be kind of like, and that's in Capricorn and other earth signs. We've got that Mercury Pluto square from Libra to Capricorn. I don't know, there might be some weird power struggles coming up in your relationship right now. That's what I'm seeing. So there's somebody in your life, and it could be your, you know, actually the person that you've been with, that has been like sending you mixed messages for a while about if they're coming or going, or what they're doing, and where their heart truly lies. Let's look at that. Eight of Cups. This seems to be a message around the person you've been dealing with. Three of Swords, and so we're seeing that Three of Swords again. And you know what, Virgo, they have not been straight with you whatsoever, and I think you know that, and I think you've been right about that for a while. And the Eight of Cups is like them saying, okay, maybe I'll come back and get you, I'll come back and make plans with you, I'm not going to leave you behind, like, you're my priority. It's kind of it's bullshit, right? And you know that, because like they haven't shown that at all, and that's why you're laying down these boundaries. Okay, so we're still on our boundary kick, and I like to see it, Virgo. I actually think it's pretty necessary. The Devil at the outcome position is concerning to me so far, because I'm like, are you going to get sucked back into this sort of toxic cycle? Let's see. But it does look like they might be coming around for you again. And remember, Mercury retrograde, conversations, at least from the past, can get brought up again. Not necessarily a person from the past physically appearing, but that can happen. More likely unfinished business in terms of like conversations that didn't get completed or like fully resolved. Okay, you're afraid of meeting a narcissist, basically. Okay, aren't we all? But big time, because you've kind of got a bit of scarring here, or like you've been burned by some sort of a narcissist, I think. The Four of Cups, look, it's leaving you feeling blue, it's leaving you feeling withdrawn, it's leaving you feeling this narcissist that you know, always, you know, looked like they were the life and soul of the party, but then behind closed doors, when the King of Wands reverses and gets back from the party, they could be like, you know, abusive mentally, physically. I'm seeing like this could have been quite a painful situation to deal with, and it's left you really concerned that you would fall for somebody like that again. So this makes you just kind of want to withdraw on some level, at least the level being emotionally like, well, it's fine if we just keep it like sex or casual. I won't, like, you know, give much of my heart away or any of my vulnerabilities or anything, so like, you know, I'm not really going to get burned like that again. Finally, let's look at the Devil card. And in the next reading, Virgo, I'm going to read for you guys guys for October and beyond, and we'll focus on other things, not just love, but also family, friendships, work, career, spiritual purpose, whatever comes up we'll talk about. Let's look at the Devil card and close out this love reading for Virgo. The Magician, Mercury. Okay, so during this Mercury retrograde, it is very possible that you feel getting sucked back in and pulled back by something from your past. Be mindful of that, Virgo. Everything else is encouraging a new start. The Page of Coins, look at this, fresh new beginning, fresh start energy, not exactly going back to the past, okay? Letting go of obstacles rather and moving forward in a new direction seems to be more Page of Coins energy to me. The Magician can be, with the Devil card, a little bit deceptive, deceiving. You might have to, this is a funny way to see this in terms of love and relationship, but I'm hearing fake it till you make it. You are quite uneasy right now, Virgo, and it might be showing, okay? So you might need to fake it till you make it. The Magician, okay, they have, it's a bit of smoke and mirrors there, but that's okay. Eventually you're gonna get there. It's the starting point of your journey of making it, but you might just have to fake it a little bit first because things are challenging right now for love and relationships. Okay, whatever that means to you, Virgo, take what resonated with this reading and just leave the rest. Take care, bye.